What's going on, everybody?
Hi.
Man.
Hello.
we ain't been on here in a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute. And it's a big video, too.
Man.
Big video. So, it just so happens that the Drifting Dreamers came to check out the new property that might be a potential money-making property, or might be potential of the future.
Listen, after seeing the video of when you guys first came up here, there was no way that I was going to not come up here and see this, because these views are smacking.
They're magical.
Man.
They are very magical.
Yeah.
And camera don't do it no justice.
It's impossible. It's, man.
It's but we've been working our booyah off out here for the last 2 days, mainly just trying to get it sealed up before all this rain that's coming this week. Because if you watch the video of when we kind of toured this thing, there was a big old hole there, here, and back there. This has got a porch over it, so I just covered up like one section there.
Closest to the opening.
Yeah, that way you can still kind of get in and out easily, and covered up the other ones. That video will be coming out later on this week. And then Destiny's actually got a video coming out this week.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Of cleaning this whole place in here. It was a big job.
Oh, you were the one that cleaned up?
Yep.
Nice.
It looks good.
Yeah, it does look good in here.
Yep. And then I came in today with a blower and blew it all out. And looks good. Now you can kind of see the potential. Oh, yeah? He wants to tell his part too. He's like, I like it. I can't wait to get my walker in here, and plenty of places to roll out. Yeah. Put some little shoes on him.
Hey, you can tell we are at the top of the mountain because that wind is whipping.
Yeah, it's
I thought
actually
it was windy in Paris.
yeah. Especially with storms coming in. We got a big rain coming, guys. Big rain coming.
Ooh, I bet it's going to be so nice to watch storms roll in
Destiny did that yesterday.
Yeah.
from up here.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely going to be windier up here when storms come through. But on a normal day, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's really not bad.
And it's probably a little relief when it gets so hot to be able to have a little constant breeze.
Oh, yeah,
You can turn it into a game.
So I figured it'd be a good time for them to actually be here because of Come On Mountain. So basically what we've been doing is going through pros and cons of staying on the mountain versus moving up here. And well, they lived on the mountain for a couple of years too, so we'll get some of their pros and cons as well.
I feel like we actually have a better point of view because we have the outsider's point of view.
Yep.
He's got a little bit of a biased point of view because it's his.
And I got a little vested.
He got a little bit of a little sweat and sweat equity in it.
Yeah, I think my L.
Sweat, blood, and tears.
I think my L3 and 4 both went out on that property.
So I got my own tears invested into it. Man.
Yep. So, what would be the biggest pro for y'all of Come On Mountain?
In my opinion, I think the biggest pro of Come On Mountain is kind of a two-way tie. Number one, privacy.
Yep.
Because there are no neighbors.
Yeah.
Privacy and just the beauty. Being in the serene nature, mountain view background.
Where we were, the view is beautiful.
Man.
Yeah.
I mean, the view is beautiful everywhere, but
Yeah. How about you, Lisa? What's your pros?
the view.
The view.
Yeah.
The view.
I really like having your space. Being able to let the dogs run
The
free.
privacy is nice too.
Privacy is key. Not having so many people just be able to roll up on you.
Yeah. Noise pollution is definitely a big one. There's no noise pollution. There is no light pollution there.
Zero light pollution.
I would say that's one of my positives for Come On Mountain is the stars and the moon out there, guys, is unbelievable.
Man.
You can shut off those solar lights with a little remote, and literally it's like you're in a planetarium. It's on some of those nights. And
It is.
one of my favorite pastimes is in the evenings when the seasons are appropriate. It's just sitting out there in my zero gravity chair listening to music and just
Lean back,
looking up. Every once in a while I'll see my Starlink satellites go by. I'm like, yep, you got me connected.
Hey, I remember one of
Me,
the
you,
first
and
times.
Levi.
Yeah, me,
Yep.
you, and Levi sitting out, and we seen the chain of Starlinks going over. We were like, what in the what? We actually had to look it up
Yep.
to find out what it was.
Yeah, the first time any of us seen it. Now I've seen it. And once you see it once, you see it all the time now. I got a couple more pros because I've been there forever. I enjoy the area there. I do. I mean, I developed some relationships with a couple of people in Havana there and stuff, and
Especially at the toaster place.
Miss Mary.
Miss
Big
Mary.
shout out to Miss Mary and the Toasters.
I love them up at that store.
Yeah, they are really, 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 really good. I enjoy that. I like the small town feel of it. As far as the mountain, I enjoy the piece of it, and I also enjoy the space. You know, I have my own four-way.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And the hunting woods back there and the views. I mean, I had good views there too, as well. Especially once I cleared out
That back
area. That changed the game right there because I was just staring at woods. I like the little cabin, you know, and I like my tiny house.
I like the proximity to Blue Mountain Lake. That's probably my third.
Yeah.
That's one of my pros.
Man, 10 minutes from the lake, like in the water. 10 minutes.
Yeah, that you can literally go dirt roads
Man.
to.
I mean, think of how many times we went out to Lick Creek and just hung out at the backwoods boat ramp. Man, that's nice.
Yep. Yeah, that's nice. That is nice. I've rode my four-wheeler down there side by side. I also like the proximity and stuff to the 41.36.
Yep.
I mean, we kind of all moved out here together, and I could literally access them off dirt roads, never see pavement. So that was a big draw. That was one of the draws that drew me to this area is when I seen the cabin and I seen how close we was and the dirt road. Yeah.
The new property at HQ. Well,
Yeah.
your old property
Yeah.
at HQ, you could get there from dirt road.
Yeah.
If you go the right way, not like me, who it took me an hour and 15 to get to them.
Yeah.
It's only 8 miles.
Yeah, it is,
Yeah.
but I went the wrong way. Took me forever.
But a lot of memories have been made there on Come On Mountain, which definitely holds weight with the decision as well. Leave it in the comments. What's y'all's favorite positives of Come On Mountain? Y'all have been on this journey the whole time with me. Y'all been on it longer than they've been on it, and she's been on it. Y'all been from the beginning.
That's a fact.
From back when I was pooping in a bucket and showering outside. Come on. You know.
I still can't get over the pooping outside part when you could have pooped in your living room.
Yeah, well, I didn't think. It took me a year and a half to figure that out. Yeah, it was crazy.
I promise you I would have never been outside. I would have figured it out.
The view was amazing, though. Let me tell you.
You ain't never pooped with a view that nice.
No, it wasn't. It was amazing. You know, this whole week, guys, I've been kind of on a journey. You know, just thinking back of when I first pulled in to Come On Mountain and what it looked like and where it's at now and all the memories that's happened there, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it's a little emotional. It's a little emotional, you know, because this is a big decision, guys. You know, stay or go. Stay or go. I guess we should talk about, now that we went over the positives there, we'll get into...
Say my positive.
Well, we're about to.
Okay.
But
My positive is everyone's dispositive, so.
But and then we'll move on to the cons of. Well, we'll move on to the positives of this place after you say your positives of, and then we'll move on to the cons, and then what I say we'll tell you what our decision is after the cons. So, what's your positives of Come On Mountain?
I love the creek. What everyone hates, I love.
It's because she ain't met.
I haven't experienced a raging
It's
creek.
because she hasn't met Moody Creek yet.
Yeah.
I love it though. I thought
She met Serene Creek. She ain't met Moody Creek yet.
Well, I've been down there with my kids and stuff. There's potential to make swimming holes in it, and I love it. If a bridge would get made to go from side to side, I think that would be amazing. I even thought about making it where I put a bridge side to side on my own property to make like a little travel. I love the creek. I think the creek's amazing. I know everyone else hates the creek, but that's my favorite.
Hold on now. Let's not put words in her mouth. I don't hate the creek. We have a very special love-hate relationship.
We have respect for the creek.
The creek reminds me of my wife.
Moody
You
Creek.
better watch it right now.
Come on now. Very beautiful. Very, very much inspirational. But from time to time, in certain parts of the year or the month, it's Moody Creek.
A little moody.
Well, you try being married to you. You might be a little moody yourself.
Hey, there's reasons.
Yeah, the creek is great. Honestly, y'all have seen my favorite spot on the creek. I've done quite a few videos there where the little waterfalls come and stuff like that. It would be better for me if it flowed all the time. The dry creek part kind of threw me off.
Right.
Because when I first looked at the property, it was flowing. And I was like, ooh, a little creek. Then it dried up.
Yeah.
And then, so for part of the year, yes, it's nice. And the creek wasn't that big of a deal to me because I didn't mind getting flooded in because it was a day. It goes up just as fast as it comes down. So
Right.
that was never really that big of a deal to me. The creek was a bigger deal for everybody else than it really was for me, to be honest with you. I got so much stuff on that mountain, guys. I could survive a year without leaving. I got groceries on groceries. I got, you know what I mean? Unless there was an emergency, I didn't really have to leave.
Hey,
So,
now you got enough battery power and solar
Yeah.
backup to really, really not have to go nowhere. So
yeah, which is another positive.
not having any kids trying to get back and forth to school or miss school activities and
Yeah.
stuff like that. For a person with no kids and that you don't have to leave for work every single day.
Yeah.
It's a jamming spot.
Yeah. And I guess I got a couple more positives too I need to put in there. All the work that's been done out there. I've cleared a lot of land out there. Like a lot. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 different areas out there.
Man.
Where they was stayed and where she's been clearing for her home. The actual cabin area. Because you could barely park a truck up there when I moved there.
That's a fact.
And
All
then
them trees.
the boneyard area, and then the behind the cabin area.
About where the goats and pigs are.
Yeah. And then also, really even more than that, because I cleared a little bit in the hunting woods back there for hunting.
Yeah, yep.
And then here recently, I put in I-75. So,
Oh, that's right. To connect
yeah.
from the boneyard all the way down.
So I have cleared a lot of land since I've been in Arkansas. Yeah, for sure. And that's not even counting HQ.
Oh man.
Cleared
yeah,
HQ out too.
Yeah, that's a different journey.
Yeah, and I've cleared other people's properties. I should have just started a land clearing business. Jesus. But thinking about it, talking about it, Lord, Uber, I love you.
Yeah.
That's why Uber's got almost 700 hours on it in 4 years.
You know, hey, they made a song about it.
Yep.
Fat bottom girl made the world goes round.
Yep. Yep. So what else you got? You got the creek. What other positive you got?
I think
Donna.
the views are beautiful, but I also am obsessed with stars and moons. So that was beautiful, especially when I was here in December and I got to see it. It was amazing. I loved it.
Especially with all the leaves down, you could see right up into the sky.
And I personally love the pins that y'all made. I've done
Yes.
dogs in there, turtles in there. I put a bunch of things in
Yeah,
there.
she's got it all cleaned up.
Yeah, it looks great down there. I love it.
Yeah. What's your positives? That Papa's there, huh?
He's over there eating snacks.
I feel like there was a lot of flat land there that is good for growing.
Yeah.
It was good for building. I think there's a lot more buildable land on Come On Mountain than there is here for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
100%.
Well, it's a lot more land too.
Yeah.
That's
That's
another.
fair.
That's another positive. It's 30 acres.
I love the layout, like how everything was laid out there.
Yeah.
Thanks to you.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty developed at this point. Yeah, I mean it's a good start, but there's still a lot to go there. But we're not talking about negatives yet.
Right.
Well, I guess we can now. Lisa, what was your negative of Come On Mountain? Negatives.
Negatives.
The creek, only when it was too high and we couldn't cross
Yeah.
to get the kids to school and all that stuff.
I thought that would be rough if I had those problems, and I was like, well, they'll be homeschooled, so I guess I'm stuck up there.
No, there will be that problem.
Yeah.
Because there's
Eventually.
going to be a day that you might have messed up and didn't plan accordingly like he does, watching the weather, going to get all your supplies before the storm, and maybe you put something off and now you need something and you ain't got it.
Yeah, I'm not that responsible yet.
Yeah,
I mean,
you have to be proactive when you're off grid like that. I know you got more than that. Listen, I know you got
other
more.
than the creek and not being
Well,
able to
you
cross
hate
it.
trees.
No.
trees carry trees.
I don't
just
like
planted-
trees that were in my view.
Listen just planted, hey, I'm telling you, Lissa just planted 4 trees. She is not the tree Nazi he makes her out to be.
That's right.
She hates
Tree lover
she hates
now, tree
trees.
lover.
David's about to take down a whole bunch of other trees.
Yeah, it's fair.
And I'm the tree Nazi?
Well, I got a sawmill now. Now it's
Oh, they're all getting executed.
Yeah,
He
see?
wants all the trees.
now I got a sawmill. Now I'm turning it into other. It's business now. It ain't got nothing to do with personal. I like the tree. Actually, guys, the layout and stuff that they're talking about, the layout out there has been all determined by trees.
That's a fact.
I actually find big, beautiful trees that I'm obsessed with, and I actually clear around them to make them a feature.
Yeah. Making that focal point.
Yep. And I've done that at every section,
Yep.
every single section out there. So
Remember this tree conversation when we go to talk about this property.
Listen, there are some really nice trees here that will be left. It'll be left.
yeah. All right. So that I'm surprised you didn't mention another one. We'll see if Mike does.
Oh, I'm gonna mention it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, a list.
I'm gonna mention
Your negatives, Mike.
Number 1 negative is not the creek. It's the road. That you seen his keeping it reals? Can you guys even not get dizzy watching him drive up? No wonder he's got back problems.
I'm
man.
surprised they don't snap people's necks.
Bro, man,
Yeah.
I remember riding the road. Man, that is my number 1 biggest problem with the road. Think about it this way. We had to build a road out of 250 trees that I cut down and build our own log road and then covered it with rock just to be able to get to where Destiny's property is.
I actually really love
What-
that. It
what-
reminds me of my childhood. That was one of my favorite things. I said, oh, it's like my Papa Dean. I love it.
We put the work in on that road.
Which should lead you into another negative.
No, he said, I do not like that road.
Well, the mud.
There.
The mud, which is
Yeah.
which is part of the road.
That's what I was waiting
Yeah,
on.
man, you know how many times I've been stuck in my own driveway. Come on, guys, come on. That's ridiculous.
I knew the mud would be one.
How many times have I just tried to walk and trip and fell in the mud? Man, I ain't with it.
But I will tell y'all this, guys. Y'all have made the mud a big deal on here. Subscribers and stuff. It's not flooded down there. It just needs graded. It's got some dips where trees have been taken out. You got to remember that was all woods.
Right.
Yeah.
We took a lot of trees out
Man.
and did a lot of voids in the thing. It's not
Yeah.
like the whole thing's underwater and you're walking through water.
Correct.
But grading will fix that.
Right.
So it's actually not a bad area as long as you get the grade right to keep it moving.
And to be honest, once we put that log road in,
Yeah.
we never had another issue with mud.
Except for the little dips in the yard.
Yeah, well, and that's in the yard. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was referring to the driveway.
Yeah.
Right, in the yard from where we've pulled out trees and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But
But-
all that can be fixed.
A lot of people have said with Destiny building down there, oh, why would you give her a flooded area? It's not flooded.
It's never been flooded.
It's just the voids from where the trees and stuff or a ditch was dug for like the septic or something like
Right,
that.
right.
It just needs to be graded pretty much. There is a low area there. All properties has got low areas.
Right.
You just need to grade it to where the water goes towards that low area because it's finding its way to Moody Creek.
And one thing while we were there, the part that, in my opinion, that is the lowest spot was out behind where those big piles of brush is.
Yep.
And I never had no want to clear back off into that area because I like being in woods.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was nice to be surrounded by that.
Okay, we're going to let Destiny go next with the negative.
Negative of which one?
Of the
Come on,
property,
Mountain.
Come on, Mountain.
We ain't got to this property yet.
I mean, haven't been there long enough. The road, for sure. Like, I hate that road very much, y'all. It popped my tires. He keeps saying it was not the road. It was the road. I went through the road and picked up all the rocks that I knew would pop my tires. So I got that done.
I have seen 3 different people get flat tires driving down the road.
And he tried to tell me it was my driving and my tires.
It
They
could have
were
been
new
the tires.
Y'all ain't seen her driving. I mean, if you bunny hop on a rock, it's gonna bust your
I
tire.
promise you, he drives way worse than me. And
Also,
for 2.
also, let's be fair. Coming from Florida, you got not as thick of tires, the smaller ply tires. When you
Yeah.
get up here into the rock, you got to get better tires.
Yep.
Oh,
that-
I'm getting, what are they called? Male people tires.
Yeah.
Those are what I'm getting.
Yeah, the same ones I put on the Jeep.
Yeah, our male people are driving nice and clean, let me tell you.
What other negatives you got?
Oh, coyotes. I am terrified of the coyotes.
That's part of being in the woods.
No, these are some non-afraid of human coyotes. They were up in the yard. They do not care. I'm not about all that. I know the coyotes are probably out here. I haven't been out here at night. Don't know.
100%.
100%. There's probably bears out here, but
100%.
I don't really have any negatives. I wasn't there long enough, and I just enjoyed it. I don't really see the negatives and things. So.
Right.
But she hasn't actually lived there yet.
Right.
So.
No.
Okay, my negatives. Woo. It's actually shorter than you think. Number 1 for me, hands down, not even close. Is not even a close second. The road.
Yeah.
100%, which can be fixed. But the road, yes. And
Okay.
and yes, my back is messed up
Okay.
probably because of that road.
Neck. He's always complaining his neck hurts.
One of my negatives moved because once he left, I didn't have much to do.
Now he's got me to annoy him.
I felt so bored when he left that I brought my daughter. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm joking. For me, that's my main negative there, to be honest with you. I wish that the driveway wasn't so long that it would cost so much to fix, but with the neighbor there and wanting to fix it too, that helps.
I think that's going to really help.
Helps the cause a little bit. The electric for me necessarily wasn't a negative, guys. It was a lot to deal with to start with and stuff. But over the years, I've got it set up pretty good now. I don't have to run my generator very much, and eventually, you know, I can put a big solar system and all of that out there. So, not too bad. So
I didn't even think about power being
Yeah.
being a negative. After being here for so many years,
Even
being off
solar.
grid,
yeah,
it's just
it's
right-
normal.
Yeah.
The plan was never for us to get power either. I was completely okay with power never being brought to the mountain.
Yeah. Another one for me, flies.
I don't think that's a come on mountain thing. I think that's an Arkansas.
I don't care, but I've only experienced it there. Flies. Flies.
I got a Venus flytrap to help with them problems.
I'm very
Thing.
good.
Really?
Yeah, I just got one.
I haven't seen a fly here yet. I'll say that. So I will see if it's a come on mountain problem or not. So really, honestly, guys, for me, that's really about it. Oh no, I do have another one. Just conveniences. There is the one small town with my little restaurant and stuff there, but anytime I need building supplies, actual groceries and stuff like that, it's a haul, guys. It's about an hour to a decent sized city.
Yeah.
And
Russellville or
yeah,
We're
or Fort
30
Smith.
miles away from our first red light or any kind of traffic light, if that gives you any indication.
Yeah. So that for me, that's a con. That's a big con. I don't want to be around people, but at the same time, I don't want to be to where I have to drive an hour and a half to go get a 2x4. So that's a con.
a 2x4 that's not jacked up in prices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So now that's the pros and cons to come on mountain. And leave it in the comment, y'all's pros and cons too, guys. And make sure you like and subscribe while you're at it. Helps out a lot, guys.
The mud
And
cannot
hype.
be y'all's con.
And hype the video. Hype the video. So now we got a very small sample size here, so this should go quick here. Because we haven't lived out here or anything like that. We've just been out here a few times. I've been out here probably more than anybody at this point.
I've been here for 2 hours.
Yep, they've been here for 2 hours. So we'll start with them. We'll get this over with.
The views.
The views?
It's a millionaire view,
Yeah.
my opinion.
Yeah, it's definitely $1 million view.
It crushes Come On Mountain views.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And Come On Mountain had good views.
Yes.
It crushes.
Yeah, not
those
taking
views.
nothing away from Come On Mountain.
And it's pretty private up here,
Yeah.
for the most part.
I mean, other than the one
Just-
neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we actually met them
We
just
just
now.
today.
sweet.
Just
Yeah,
met them.
nice
And they're
people.
really nice people. And
They got grandkids.
yeah, they got grandkids the same age as my grandkids.
My kids.
Yep.
Yep. So that's pretty cool.
What I would say, other than the view, for a pro for me would be one of the pros for Come On Mountain. You are out. You are out, and there's zero light pollution out here as well. The views out here for nighttime is going to be amazing. The views getting here is amazing because we are no longer looking at the mountain. We are on the mountain.
Yeah, you're in the mountains.
You got to come up the mountain to get here, and you swerve back and forth through the road. It's really beautiful. There's a lake also
I was
not
about to
far
say,
from here.
Yeah.
You know, that's been a trend with me since Florida a long time ago. I have always lived by a lake.
That's interesting.
No matter where I buy, there's a lake.
Lake Santa Fe and Orange Lake,
Yep.
not far.
Yep. Literally, I was 2 miles to 2 different boat docks, 2 different lakes in Florida. I had Lake Alto and Lake Santa Fe, and I was dead in the middle. It was 2 miles exactly to the boat ramp on both. If I went this way, Lake Santa Fe, if I went that way, Lake Alto, exactly 2 miles to where I could put my finger in the water. And then I come up here, and I'm like 5 miles from my gate to Blue Mountain Lake.
I think another pro about this property is even though you do have to clear some land, there's not as many mega trees as there is on Come On. Well, as there was, there's not anymore, but as there was on Come On Mountain. So to clear this land won't be as hard, in my opinion, anyway.
Yeah. Yep. Any more?
Definitely smaller trees.
Well, I haven't been here long enough. I do think the number 2 pro, because number 1 is obviously the views, but the number 2 pro, in my opinion, is the 3/4 built house that's already sitting here.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a pretty big one.
it's already built.
That's definitely gonna be on my list.
And the road's not as bad.
the
That's
road,
on my list, too.
The road is.
I was waiting on y'all. That's
Yeah.
why I said, is there anything else?
Now, well, we ain't got to the cons yet, but the road all the way here, not only is it not a hard road, but it's not a dusty road. It's a different kind of road. And it's supposed to be a county maintained road. State maintained road, so you won't have to put too much effort into it if you don't want to.
Right.
Yep.
Other than that, not being here long enough to figure anything else out.
Yep.
Haven't seen any snakes yet. That's a pro.
Yeah. Hey, your turn.
Listen, okay, but before we
Pros.
start, I know pros, but I feel like I should start with the cons since it affected me the most.
No. We gotta go.
No, I'm saying before all of you because that was horrible.
Okay.
Okay, well, my pros, everyone, is I like that this is already built. I know a lot of people think that this is going to be it would be my home if we moved out here. It would not. It would be his home if we moved out here. So I love that his home is like this and set up if he moves out here or even potential people.
Yeah.
And I like the road. The road is 10 times better because I'm not trying to break my back at 27. And I think the views are beautiful out here. I truly do. And the ravines are beautiful. There's different creeks that you could literally go off and go swimming into for the kids, adults, whatever.
There's a lake like 12 minutes away from you.
Yeah. And there's a ravine 4 minutes away that you could literally do a swimming hole in it. It's beautiful.
Yep.
Those are my pros. I haven't been out here much long either.
Okay. I got a few. First of all, pro for me, if I was to live out here, we're sitting in it. I'm not getting any younger. My body has been declining quite a bit with all of that we talked about at Come On Mountain, working and clearing and all of that. And honestly, with my daughter coming up here, I got to help her build her house too. And Come On Mountain does not have a house on it. It has a tiny house, and I'm comfortable there, but that's not long-term house. So if we stay there, I have to build 2 houses.
Yep.
And y'all know how hard it is just to build 1. So to build 2, that's a lot on me. because she knows nothing about building.
Can't do it with thumbtacks.
Yeah. Yeah, the command strips ain't gonna make it happen.
You mean we can't put some popsicle sticks together?
Yeah, y'all don't even want to
So-
see what I hang stuff up with.
Not counting the work and all of that, but also money and finances and everything else. So to me, that's a huge positive here. This house is, I wouldn't say 3/4, but at least 70%. I'd say 70%.
Over half.
Yeah,
It's over
definitely
half.
over half. I would change some things if I moved here a little bit, and I do plan on, no matter what, probably finishing this out.
I was gonna say, I think you're gonna change it no matter what.
Yeah, no
even
matter
if
what.
you move here,
Move
or
or
even
stay.
if you sell it, you're
Yeah.
gonna change it anyway.
I can't wait to help interior design this thing.
Yeah.
It's so nice in here.
Number 2 for me, the $1 million view is absolutely breathtaking. And honestly, with a little clearing here and there, it will even be better,
Man,
which is hard to even believe because I could definitely see somebody sitting here and just waking up in the mornings and going to bed in the evenings and just like, wow. Yeah, right?
yeah. Whoever buys this property is
Yeah,
Man.
it's truly. If this view was somewhere, say in like California or something, it'd cost you $10 million,
facts.
guaranteed.
Facts.
That's no exaggeration.
It's like looking like from the Hollywood sign, looking over the city.
Yeah.
That's how this
See
overlooks.
all the village people.
Another pro for me is one that Mike touched on. If the clearing and stuff happened, it's a lot younger youth trees, which would be easier to kind of go through, easier on my body, easier on Uber, all of that. And I honestly, as fast as I have clear stuff, I could probably do some damage out here.
Man,
Big positive for me, guys, is one of my big negatives over there at Come On Mountain. The drive-in is amazing. Not only is it a much, much better road, you don't have the big dust roads, so the vehicles won't be white all the time. It's not that type of road. It's not real wide, so you can fly down it anyways. And it's compacted and hard and a different type of rock and stuff that's a lot easier on your vehicles and all that other stuff. And it is absolutely gorgeous drive coming up in here. It twists and
Yeah,
turns in the
it's-
ravines like she was talking about. And I can only imagine what it's going to look like in the fall coming up that drive. And
Them
it's about
colors are-
it's about an 11-minute drive. Like
The fact that
coming,
we're driving in the rain and it isn't mud pits everywhere on the roads too is amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the negatives there is a positive here, which is pretty cool. A positive for me, guys, is kind of weird because it's a positive. It's a positive over there, but probably would be a negative over there. But it's a positive over here, if that makes sense. Let me explain.
what?
Yeah, lost you on
That was
that
a
one.
mouthful.
Yeah.
That sounded like a math
Well,
problem.
it's a positive over there on Come On Mountain that there's 30 acres and all the space and all that other stuff.
Okay,
But I also see it over here as a positive that there's only 10.
I feel you now.
It's a lot less to upkeep. It's a lot less. Come On Mountain's a lot of work, guys. Come On Mountain don't just look like that. Okay. You disappear on Come On Mountain for 6 months, I promise you it ain't gonna look like that. I do a whole lot that y'all don't even see on camera to keep Come On Mountain looking like that.
You disappear for 3 months and it's gonna
Yeah.
be overgrown.
Come On Mountain just don't just look like that. It has to be maintained to stay looking like that. So it's a lot of work, guys. And for me, I want to travel within the next 5 years. So 10 acres is a lot easier to keep up with than 30
I add on to
acres.
my answer because then I would be responsible for those 38 acres. So I'm not capable of that, to be honest with y'all.
So 10 acres is plenty of land to have animals, a shop,
Gardens.
gardens, have my daughter here, have me here, still us have our separation and I feel like we have our own space because that's important. I don't want my daughter right beside me. I want her to feel like she has her own little world, and I got my own little world, and we can convene in the middle and have a
I
barbecue.
answered a comment about that saying that me and my dad should just live together. I love my dad so dearly, but no.
I love my daughter too, but after about 2 weeks of living with her, I might not.
For a week, I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta get out.
I might not love her as much.
We have
I still love
personalities,
my grandbabies. Just maybe not my daughter.
but I'm very particular, OCD a little bit.
So is he.
Yeah.
Our OCDs do not match.
I was just about to say, I think that's why it might be a thing, because you guys are so much alike that it's just like,
Yeah.
We've been organizing his kitchen, guys. I keep rearranging things because I was like, cups just don't go there. That's not where they go.
That, and also, guys, I also like my
He just had
my
little strings in
silence.
his hand. Was like
My silence, my
Trying to
peace.
eat it.
And I'm actually a pretty neat and organized type dude for a guy.
that's fair.
That's very fair.
Like, I keep my stuff like right.
Just not in the right places.
Yeah, but what makes sense to me. So if there was 3 kids running around my house all the time, that's impossible for me to keep my environment like that.
Mine's organized chaos.
Yeah.
But organized.
But 3 kids, like, it is what it is. So that will never happen. All right, so we got sidetracked. Squirrel. So that's a big positive for me. The lakes and the water and all of the different outdoor stuff around here, guys. There's tons of stuff. There's creeks and springs. I know they've heard it, and I've probably told y'all this too, and I know she's heard it. The only thing I miss about Florida is the springs. I've said that. I'm not a big beach person. I like springs. There's a spring here, you know?
Hey, we're not far from hold on, dang it, from the town of Dover. Where's it called? Long Pool. We're not far from Long Pool.
I have that in my notes because
And listen, and Long Pool, it's man.
Yeah.
it's beautiful there.
I don't even think he saw it, my dad, so this would probably be on his pros list, but there's a shooting range, a national shooting range right down the road, about 10 minutes.
And for me, that don't matter because I like to have enough
No, but it'd
property
be
to
nice
shoot
go out
myself.
there.
I can shoot right there,
I mean,
you know?
good.
So yeah, that's a big one because I'm an outdoor person. I like things I enjoy doing is outdoors. Another thing that's kind of weird because I like my privacy. Convenience.
Man.
We actually got a decent sized town
20 minutes.
20 minutes away, pretty much.
And 10 minutes is. the driveway.
Yeah, 10 minutes of it's the driveway. So that has good restaurants, good stores, good shopping,
They
good
have
grocery stores.
festivals there.
Yeah, festivals, cute little downtown area too. And I love little small town.
There's lots
Yeah.
of boutiques there.
Yeah, I like little small town type. There's about 10,000 people. It's not a huge town, but it's got all the things.
They have lots of festivals there too.
Yeah.
That's what I just said. Yeah.
And another pro is I am the exact, literally to 1 mile less actually here to Russellville, and the exact same distance to Fort Smith.
Yeah.
It's like you took from Come On Mountain and came right here.
You flipped it.
Yeah, you just came on this side.
Closer to.
The small town, Clarksville.
No.
Oh, Fayetteville, and the airports and all of that,
Can't
which
wait
would
to go out there.
which would be a positive, which you should have used on your positives. Have you done your positives out here yet?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I said I'm adding
Yeah.
them to mine.
Yeah.
You said that.
With her daughter flying back and forth and stuff,
It's expensive.
we're actually only an hour and a half away from a huge city, which is Fayetteville.
It's only an hour and a half.
Hour and a half from here,
I GPSed it yesterday.
and an hour and a half to Little Rock. So I'm closer to both airports.
Huh.
So, which is really cool.
That's good.
And that's a big city, guys. Anything you need is there. And literally, it's about an hour and 15 minutes to Russellville at the other place.
And
So
there's a lot
30
to
minutes
do.
more, I could be in the city if I needed to.
And we're about the same distance away from our house in Paris to here as it was on Come On Mountain. So that for us, it's not going to be any different to be able to come over here. It'd be the same.
That was
And-
Adeline's question.
And as I get older, hospitals, guys, and that kind of stuff. I'm closer to big hospitals and all that kind of
True.
stuff. So for safety type stuff, that'd be my positives. Yeah, I think that's
That was the last
positive. I think we'll move on to the negatives now.
Oh, here I come.
We've saved it. We've reserved the number 1 spot.
Yep.
Let it rip.
Y'all,
Tell them.
well, you have the mic. Come back.
But they can hear you.
You
still.
don't need a mic.
Okay.
Yeah, you loud
Come on
enough.
down. You're like me. You don't need a mic.
Okay. The ticks. I am such a positive person. I am. But when we're working out here, okay, and I'm telling y'all, buy some DEET, you buy this place. A tick crawled on me, and I kept taking the tick off, and I was like, is it just so tiny it's flying back on me? I looked down, an army of ticks are on me.
Ticks don't fly.
I was losing my mind yesterday out here. So finally, I realized they're all over me. They're crawling up my legs. I said, turn around, I'm taking my pants off. I take off my pants, they're everywhere. They're all over my legs. I get tape. I'm putting tape all over me to get it off. I said, you gotta go to the store. You gotta go buy me some shorts. You gotta buy some poison. We're about to match and light this whole place on fire. There was so many ticks. That is my con. That is my only con, is the ticks, because that was ridiculous. I was in trash bags yesterday for
Free.
clothes.
Free.
I'm so sorry.
To be fair,
Now,
I'm passionate.
now how about today?
I have not seen one on me.
Not one. Not
and
a
I
single
wore-
one.
So that is a con, but a fixable con.
Yes, I wore Crocs so that I could just wipe my shoes off, and I have shorts on so I can just get them off of me.
So actually, I took care of them yesterday.
Hey,
He
but
did.
to be fair, Kevin, our friend Kevin from Old Works Littlefield, already told Lissa and I that it was going to be a heavy tick year because it was not a real cold winter.
Yeah.
And because we didn't get a real cold winter, the ticks are coming back out earlier and in full force. So
I've never
But
experienced
literally
something like
yesterday, we stepped out the truck and got 30 on us, and I ain't had one on me, and I've been out here all day.
that. I pulled
So
60 off
what
my
I
body.
did actually worked. Yeah, there was a lot.
Oh, there's tape around here
Yeah.
with all of
Yeah,
them. I
you
have it
can
as a
see.
souvenir.
And the clothes that was on was over. She was wearing trash bags, guys. Y'all got to see her next video.
Oh my, y'all are gonna love it. And
She literally was wearing 2 trash bags out.
he told me, he's like, I guess just start working out here. Nobody's out here. Nobody would have seen me. But I
Right.
told what you're gonna see in the video. I said no ticks is gonna stop me from recording. So I have a whole trash bag fit on for you guys.
It's going to be hilarious. Y'all don't want to miss
people
that.
pay good money for sweatsuits like
That's
that.
what I said. I said if we were in LA, this would be the fashion. Let's get to work.
All right. What other cons do you got?
That was literally my okay. So another con I have is the ravines kind of scare me. I'm not used to the ravines, so I don't like how far they just drop down.
Yeah, that's understandable. You get used to it.
Yeah, you get used to that.
I think in the snow, like we said in the Keeping It Real, that might be an issue. So I probably, if I'm out here helping out in the winter, I will not be driving out here in the snow.
That's going to be the same
Snow
as it
ain't
is
the
on,
problem.
on Come On Mountain. It's the same.
It's the same. Ice will stop you no matter
There's
where you're at.
I mean, you guys seen the hill that my truck died on and
Twice.
the Vibe died on. Yeah, twice. That hill, if there gets an eighth of an inch of ice on that hill, if you don't have 4-wheel drive, you ain't coming up it.
I now have 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, which makes a big difference.
It does.
All right, what cons do you see, Alyssa?
None.
Yeah, you ticks ain't here to see you.
Yep.
I only got 2 hours here, so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I've seen 2. My cons,
Ours are probably going to be the same.
yeah. Number 1 is that the neighbor is closer than we would like.
Yep.
Not right up on you, but closer than we would like. And that was a big thing living out here in the woods, is not to have any neighbors.
Yeah.
But we did meet the neighbor today. They seem like great people. So
Yeah.
that does ease it up a little bit, but
Yeah.
that is number 1. And the only other con, which will be fixed here within the next year or so, is the not the road to get here, but the driveway to come from the road up to the home site is, you can tell it's new, and it's new coming on top of the mountain.
Yeah.
It's bad, but that'll be fixed. So that's not something that is going to last. Other than that, they missed that, and I guess the pro Dollar is closer here too, because there's a dollar store about 7 minutes away. As soon as you get on the main road, there's a dollar store not far.
My
And there's
favorite
actually-
store.
Mine too.
There's probably one even closer because we haven't went that way yet. And they said that town is like 3 miles away.
Yeah, I seen it on the map going
Yeah.
north because.
And I'm sure they have a dollar store. All
Yeah.
small
They
towns
have
got
a
dollar.
Dollar
Oh, yeah.
Tree, a Family Dollar, and a Dollar General within 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Dang.
I've been specking.
Okay, my cons. What Mike said about the neighbor. I'm so used to seclusion. But I echo what he said about the neighbors. They seem like really cool people. And I think we'll get along just fine. And honestly, I'm going to plant some spruce trees there. I've already told them. There, so I won't even see them eventually.
Yeah.
And they seem like good people. I love the fact they got grandkids and stuff, same age as mine and stuff. So that'd be cool to have the mountain kind of, full if we decide to move here. You know what I mean? Because that's big with me with the kids and stuff. I like liveliness.
But they also have a lot that they need to do, so it would be probably a few years for them. They're doing it by themselves, so it'd be a few years before they even move out.
Yeah, they told me they what you see back there already. It's been a year, and that's as far as they've gotten.
And decent amount though.
And-
they got a basement built. And
Oh, there's a basement.
yeah, there's a block
There is.
basement there.
What? Okay, I retract. Okay.
So the biggest con for me for this property, guys, is not the driveway that he's talking about down there, because that's an easy fix.
It's gonna be
I
fixed.
can fix that in a day with Uber.
Yeah.
It's the hill coming up to this side. It's like this, guys.
It's like a roller coaster.
That's what I was talking
Oh,
about.
you was talking
That's the
about
one
right here?
Yeah, right here. Just
Yeah,
right here.
It's. I'll tell you this. I had all 4-wheel drive spinning, bringing Uber up it. So I won't be bringing many Ubers up here if I was to stay here. I would probably have to keep an Uber down there somewhere.
Right.
I could drive Uber up here, but I wouldn't be able to pull like big heavy loads.
Pulling it on
up
the
it.
trailer up here. yeah.
Unless I did some kind of like S drive kind of coming up switchback. They call it a switchback.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
he ain't getting nowhere in the snow. I can tell you that.
Yeah. So
Hey, I have my aunt and my uncle. They live on my mom's side. They live in Kentucky, and they live on a mountain in Kentucky, and they have the same thing. They live on the top of the mountain,
Yeah.
and it goes up, and then it switches
yeah,
back.
switchback. And that's how you alleviate that. So if we was to move out here, that would be something that would probably have to be done at some
Even
point.
if you don't move out here, it's probably still something you would probably do, huh?
I would let the new owners do that.
That's
Okay.
a lot of
That's a
work.
big project.
Okay,
That's a
okay.
lot of moving dirt. And no. The new owners would need to budget that. If that's a problem for y'all. If y'all are not going to be pulling,
Y'all like roller coasters.
if you're not going to be pulling 13,000-pound trailers up the hill, then it doesn't
it
even
won't
matter
matter.
because
Right.
your truck or car will come up here fine.
Right.
It's Uber weighs about as much as my truck because my truck has an aluminum body. So, but it did bring it up here. Now that Ford was hot. Now let me tell you. All right, so we went through all of them. Go ahead and leave your positives that you've seen so far. I think it's time for an announcement. Well, should we tell them?
Take the honor.
Stay in it. Come on, mountain.
Nope.
What?
We are leaving Come On Mountain, guys.
Dang!
We are. It's been so hard not to tell y'all, and y'all
Yeah.
speculating in the comments.
It's
That's why
been
I haven't
fun.
Responded to a
I
lot.
enjoy that because y'all been going back and forth. I've been kind of doing percentages.
I've been stressed for y'all to know the answer. He changes his mind a lot.
Yeah. But I fell in love with this place. Literally, whenever I came up here and seen the views, and this house was almost done. And with the health issues I had last year and stuff like that, just having this close to being done and allowing myself to be able to get stable and have a nice home and stuff and good to go. That way I can spend more time helping her build her home. And then these views and the conveniences of a bigger town next to me. The airport's closer because like I said, I want to travel. Less land to take care of. Big enough land with privacy and all that where I can still have my sawmill and my animals and stuff like that. But yet still small enough that when I'm traveling, it's not too much for her to handle. I got to think about the future. I got to think about her, not only myself, but her as well and the grandbabies. plenty of room for my grandbabies to roam. And like I said, guys, we're out here in estate areas, so there's 4-wheeler trails and all kinds of stuff. There's thousands of acres we can explore out here, so we're not really losing the exploring part at all.
You actually may have gained.
Yeah.
That was one of the positives I forgot about on the way up here. There were so many roads, and I was looking on Google Maps, and they all circle back.
And they got 4-wheeler and ATV signs.
Yeah,
Little
so you're
that's
allowed
what
to go drive around.
that's what this area that's not owned here is for.
Yeah.
It's a state maintained type deal. So there's all kinds of outdoor recreation stuff, guys.
Preserve nature.
And I am huge outdoor enthusiast. That's really the only things I like to do is outdoors. I'm not one that goes to the movies. I haven't been to the movies since I took Adeline to see Frozen 2. And when she stood up and said, "There you go,"
And then we watched the Ninja Turtles in the movie theater when
Yeah.
I was a kid.
Yeah.
That's probably the only time.
That's probably the only movies.
Dang,
I'm
now,
just-
that was a long time ago.
I watch movies at home. I'm not really a go out to the movie type person. I love the outdoor kind of stuff. So
we like.
I feel like there's actually more stuff around here to do outdoors than over there. There is lakes and Mount Magazine and stuff like that, but guys, I bore Mount Magazine out. I've hiked all the trails. I've seen all the waterfalls. And this, to me, is more mountains.
It's
This
the
is
Ozark Mountains.
Yeah, this is mountains right here.
I'm impressed by
And
that.
now
I've never seen any kind of mountains. I was like, this is beautiful.
And now I'm
too,
the king
girl,
of
me
my
too.
own mountain. You know? I'm the king of the mountain.
This
here.
is truly
So it's kind of cool.
a mountain top. I know it looks like Come On Mountain. He's very up there, but that is nothing compared to
That's a stepping hill to the
Yes.
mountain behind me.
Right.
This is the king of the mountain. baby.
You're looking at the mountains at Come On Mountain. You are on top of the mountain here.
Yeah. Overlooking all the
y'all are
other
village
mountains.
people down there.
Yeah.
We are the top. We
Yeah.
see everything.
So I think it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. I weighed in the weather and stuff like that. I talked to them about rainy season and stuff like that. That's all good. Ice is going to be ice. It doesn't matter which one you stay at. Bottom line is if the roads are icy, stay your butt at home.
Yes.
That's the smart move no matter what.
And
So
the wind's truly not as bad
Yeah.
as we thought it was going to be. With it just being straight lined, it's really not.
I would say that's a con for me. It's a little windier up here, but you got to sacrifice something to have these views. You're not going to be on top of a mountain and not have wind.
In the
It's just-
summertime, you're going to appreciate these winds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, it's a rainy day right here, and the winds ain't been too bad. And I've been out here on sunny days, and it doesn't even blow. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah. Yes, I'll have to use my mics more.
I have another pro. It's basically like having a Stairmaster out here. We lit to the things are $800. It is a steep going up and
Yeah.
down. We walked it a couple days ago. I felt like I got a whole workout in. That's free gym right there.
So that is huge, guys. There's been a lot of movement behind the scenes, but we're getting pretty late into this video, so I'm not going to put that out right now, but
Things are moving fast.
real fast.
Hey, before we end this video, I would like to touch on something that is very, very important. It's huge. There's been so many people in the comment section asking this question, and it's a big deal because it was part of the Come On Mountain.
Yeah.
What's going to happen with the people that love and care about the family? People that David still loves, David's still going to make time to go see. People that love David, it's still going to make time to come see him. And the people that really love and really care about him will make time to come here and see him.
Yep.
It ain't nothing to get into a car and drive somewhere. We
And-
all got cars.
And I know, guys, that I'm going to leave y'all on a cliffhanger. with that.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
So the real question is,
What's the question?
I don't know.
what am I going to do with Come On Mountain? Stay tuned.